It's late. The house is quiet. You're in that half-asleep place where the world feels soft and far away. And then you hear it. A sound outside your window. Not loud, but close. Something you can't immediately place. Something that doesn't sound like wind, or traffic, or the settling of the house. Something alive. You lie there listening. And the longer you listen, the more certain you become that whatever is out there knows exactly where you are. Most people pull the covers up and tell themselves it's nothing, that it was just the neighborhood, just the trees, just the night playing tricks. But it wasn't nothing. The sounds that come through your window are a language, an ancient one, and the birds making them have been communicating in that language for millions of years. Long before there were houses, long before there were windows, long before there was anyone lying awake, trying to understand what they were hearing. Tonight, we are going to translate it. Welcome back to Backyard Bird Mind. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, because what you're about to learn will change the way you listen to the night around your home forever. In this video, we're going through 8 of the most common and significant night birds you might hear outside your window. What's making them, what they mean, and why, in some cases, what you hear. In the dark, silence reigns about the world right outside your door. Stay until the end, because the last sound on this list is the one people describe as most affecting. The one that once you know what it is, you will never hear the same way again. If you've heard a deep, resonant series of hoots in the night, low and rhythmic, almost like a voice, you have almost certainly been listening to a great horned owl. The great horned owl is the most widely distributed owl in North America, present in every state, and one of the few large predators that has actually expanded its range. As human development has spread, it does not avoid suburbs. It does not avoid cities. It hunts in backyards, in parks, along the edges of neighborhoods, in the trees directly above the houses of people who have no idea it's there. Its call, a series of 3 to 8 low hoots, often described as sounding like "Who's awake? Me too," carries extraordinary distances. On still nights, a great horned owl's call can be heard from half a mile away. The sound has a physical quality to it, a resonance that seems to come from somewhere deeper than just the trees. What you're hearing when a great horned owl calls at night is almost always one of two things: territory establishment or pair communication. Great horned owls begin their breeding cycle earlier than almost any other North American bird, often in December and January, when the nights are longest and coldest. The calls you hear in the deep winter dark are frequently a mated pair, calling back and forth to each other, the male's lower voice and the female's slightly higher pitch, weaving together across the cold air. They mate for life, and they call to each other through the night. If you lie in bed in January and hear that sound outside your window, low, deliberate, patient, you are listening to a conversation, calling back and forth to each other. And who will be together, calling back and forth across the dark, for years more. There are few things in the natural world that feel more settled and more ancient than that sound. This one surprises people, because most of us associate mockingbirds with daytime. But the Northern Mockingbird, one of the most musically gifted birds in North America, capable of learning and accurately reproducing the songs of dozens of other species, sings at night, persistently, sometimes for hours without stopping, sometimes all night long. And it is almost always an unmated male. Research on mockingbird nocturnal singing has confirmed what birders have long observed. Male mockingbirds without mates sing significantly more at night than paired males. The night singing is not random. It is targeted at attracting a female. The male runs through his full repertoire, cycling through the songs of other species he has memorized, adding new ones as he ages, demonstrating to any listening female that he is experienced, complex, has confirmed what birders have long observed. The more songs a male can produce, the more attractive he is as a mate. A male mockingbird has been documented to sing over 200 distinct songs, producing over 200 distinct song types in a single night. If you have a mockingbird singing outside your window at 2 in the morning, in the spring, you are listening to a male at the height of his effort. Everything he has, every song he has ever learned, every note he has ever mastered is in that performance. He is not keeping you awake. He is auditioning. If you go to bed one night and realize you haven't heard him, it almost certainly means he found her. The name is misleading. The Eastern Screech Owl does not, in fact, screech. Its most common call is a long, descending whinny, a trembling, melancholy sound that seems to fall through the air like something slowly losing its footing. Once you've heard it described as a tiny horse crying in a tree, you will never unhear that description. But its second call, the one responsible for its name, is something different entirely. A long, quavering trill that rises and falls, deeply unsettling in the dark, frequently described by people who've heard it for the first time
as sounding like a person in distress.
"Help me, please!" Calls to emergency services have been made because of Eastern Screech Owls. This one depends on where you live, particularly in the northern states, in New England, in the Great Lakes region, in the upper Midwest. There is a sound that carries across water at night that no one who has heard it ever fully forgets. The Common Loon calls in 4 distinct ways. The tremolo, a rapid, wavering call that does sound unmistakably like laughter. The loon's call is the one most often heard at night, particularly when the loon is disturbed or communicating alarm. The wail, a long, rising cry that carries across miles of open water, is the territorial call, the call that says, "I am here, and this is mine." So the next time you hear a sound outside your window at night, remember that the night is full of life and full of ancient, beautiful languages. Tell us in the comments what you've heard and share your nightbird stories. Don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video.